Hello, 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 Holy One. Welcome to this space. Welcome to this space. So, I have a story to share with you and a huge thank you to send out to you. So many of you have reached out and shared your feedback and your encouragement and your support, and I am so, so grateful. So, I would like to give you an update on where we're at and what's going on. So, many of you know I teach a course called Rise of the Goddess, and many of you are already in it or have been in the past. So, the course space this is our second year. And in its origination, we had a beautiful black cover on the course PDF with the honeycomb dripping and the rose dripping like a blood drip off this red rose. And in the center, it kind of looked like the sacred vagina. It was very beautiful. My daughter did the art. Well, when we went to utilize that art as a cover for the book for the course, we had a little bit of a difficulty with the cover not being acceptable to some platforms. So at first we were going to give that cover up and we were going to make an entirely different cover. And many of you voted on the cover and it was going to be this one. And you may have remembered that vote here on YouTube. But my heart just wouldn't let go of the original cover that we had worked on and had for over a year. And so I tried to find a way that we could keep it, but that we could also then still have our marketability on these platforms. So I worked with my daughter, beautiful Sydney. Thank you for your love and support and continued just kindness as I navigate all these spaces. And Sydney came up with a way in which we could keep our original cover. So I know many of you are going to be very happy because you love that cover and it is truly where we came from and who we are. And the new cover that you guys voted on, this is going to be on another book. So we're still going to have it. We're still going to have it. Thank you so much for it. We love it, but it's going to be on another book that I actually have I've been writing for a little while now. The Goddess book, we have our official cover and it is officially published. And here she is. I'm so excited and I'm so happy. So Sydney just adjusted the flower, the rose, so that it met requirements, so that it could be marketable and shareable and no one would have any issue. And if you look inside the book, the original art, the original flower is still throughout the book, quite beautiful and available in that manner. So it's just on the inside. And the beautiful Rise of the Goddess, all ready to go. And it is published. It is available on Amazon, but I ask that you please check out my Etsy shop because the way in which this works is it's way more beneficial to me if you were to buy this book from me directly on my Etsy shop, okay? And I mail it to you with some beautiful little rose petals in the package and a lovely little thank you card. And it comes directly from me, plus I sign it. So you get a signed copy. If you buy on Amazon, that's lovely. That's wonderful. It's just the way that the royalties are set up is it doesn't really support an independent author. It may be supportive to my course spaces for me to be able to say I have a book, but it's not necessarily independent author friendly, if you will. So check out my Etsy shop. There's a link right below this video in the description, and you can just click on it. It'll take you right to my Etsy shop. Or you can go to my website if you'd like to, which is sacredexpansion.com. And if you go to sacredexpansion.com, up in the toolbar, it says shop. You can click on that, or right on the front page, it should have a picture of the book, and you can click on that. And it will take you right to a way in which you can get the book. Now, why would you want the book? Why wouldn't you want the book? Oh my goodness, this book is phenomenal. This book is written as a course book. So it is made to go with the course, okay? But I did my best to add in material as I could through the chapters, because there's 27 separate energy keys and 27 separate chapters, if you will, that you work with as you move through the course at your own pace. Even the course I have right now, you can always sign up because it's a video course with 2 lives a month. So you go at your own pace through the 27 weeks. But you see, there are these energy keys, and each one of these keys are a higher dimensional connection of the energy they're conveying. So this key right here is for week 2, and this is reference frequencies, vibration, universe speaks. So this is really opening when you work with this energy key, which means you look at it, you draw it, you meditate on it. You could write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your purse, your pocket, place it by your bed, place a piece of paper with this on it in your pillow. So many ways you can connect with these keys, and there's 27 of them in here. But this key in particular is helping you understand the way in which we communicate with ourselves through the other spaces of ourselves. Universe speaks. You are the universe, and you are in a human form. And you speak to yourself through all these vast ways. We see them as angel numbers, or, you know, you get an email, or you see a post on a social site, or someone, you know, you see at a store, or someone gives you a phone call or whatever, and they talk about something that you were just talking about, or they ask you about something you were just thinking about. And those are the ways we're communicating with ourselves. So there's 27 different keys in here, from everything from opening up consciousness to healing sexual trauma, to healing self-love, self-worth, savior syndrome, thinking you have to do everything for everyone, realizing how you do you, how can you love you first and foremost, how to understand the masculine energy on our planet and humanity that wars with one another, and how to shift our viewpoint of that so that that space can shift. How you see the masculine affects how the masculine is. How you see the feminine affects how the feminine is. It's all energetic alignment. Releasing old spaces, clearing and expanding into new spaces. There's ceremonies. Ceremonies, if you're in the course, I do them through video with you, and you can participate as well. So anyone into shamanism or holding ritual ceremony spaces, priestess, these are fantastic, powerful, higher dimensional ceremonies. We do not come from fear, anger, strife, guilt, shame, condemnation. We don't come from those spaces. We function in a much higher vibrational flow. But there's a ceremony once a month, and I think there might be 6 or 7 ceremonies in here, because we actually went from summer solstice to winter solstice when we do the course itself. And even if you join the course right now, you just can take it at your own pace, catch the lives every month, and continue working. The course is available and open for about 11 months at the one entry investment. And then it renews the next year. So if you join in June, you get it all the way to May. And if you join in September, you get it to May. It's always through the end of May. And then we have to redo the portal because we move into another year. And the investment fee on the new year is $333. So all my other courses, once you're in, but the Goddess course, we renew and we allow that expansive and continued growth space. So this is like reconnection of the womb of humanity for this key. And just allow your breath and just take that in for a moment. Feel the energy move. Yara se anata oakeya. There's a whole space in here on light language, the whole space in here on sound healing, healing through vibration, teachings on Acasma, bio-quantum vibrational healing technique. There's a lot of spaces throughout here where you journal. Some of the journal, you're asked a question or given a prompt, and then there's, just space to journal. There's space to draw. So it's a really beautiful book. I know I'm the author and I know I wrote it. There's a schedule for every week to lay out your week. of what you're going to class you're going to go to, or video you're going to watch from the program. Or if you're not doing any of that, maybe you have in your own yoga course you do, or maybe you go to a Tai Chi course or a Qigong, or maybe you just like going to the park and doing a nature walk once or twice a week, or you sit in your bedroom and do meditation. Whatever you're doing, you can put on the calendar. Yes. And you know what you're also doing when you're putting that on the calendar? You're putting you on your list. Yes? Have you ever made a list of a bunch of things to do and you haven't been on that list, right? Well, now this is all about putting you on the list. This is all about allowing you to reconnect into you, the divine goddess that you are. It's not a being outside of you. You are the goddess having an experiential space of itself through the form of you. So, any questions, comments, or feedback, reach out and let me know. You can always email me. You can go to my website. There's contact information there. There's contact information always with my videos as well, or on my About page on my YouTube. But the book is available now on Amazon, but I'd love for you to come over to my Etsy and get a signed copy from me. I'd love to send you this in the mail directly from my hand to your hand. I bless all the books before I send them out. I say a special blessing over them, specifically for you, to impart the divine sacred love of the goddess that you are, to reconnect into your now and flow through your life. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to walk with you, and thank you for choosing to walk with me. Yarasoe yanata awakeya. I love you. I love you. I love you.